On a normal morning when people were heading to work, students were going to school, and cities were waking up in silence, suddenly, the sky itself became a weapon, and the world entered a new era of fear, war, and uncertainty within a few hours. The attacks of September 11, 2001 attacks. The September 11, 2001 attacks, carried out by militants linked to the extremist group Al-Qaeda under the leadership of Osama bin Laden, were one of the most devastating and coordinated terrorist operations in modern history. The attacks targeted the United States using 4 hijacked passenger airplanes, each turned into a weapon aimed at symbolic and strategic landmarks. This tragic event, known globally as the September 11 attacks, unfolded rapidly in the morning hours of September 11, 2001, and changed the world forever. Airplane #the hijacking plan. On that morning, 19 hijackers boarded 4 commercial flights from different airports in the United States. These individuals had trained and planned for years, preparing to take control of the aircraft mid-flight. Once in the air, they hijacked the planes and redirected them toward highly symbolic American targets. The goal was not random destruction, it was a coordinated strike designed to cause maximum psychological, political, and economic impact. Cityscape #first impact World Trade Center. At 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11 struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. At first, many people believed it was a tragic accident, possibly a small plane crash. But just 17 minutes later, at 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 crashed into the South Tower. At this moment, the world realized this was not an accident, it was a deliberate attack on America's financial heart. Fire spread rapidly across the upper floors of both skyscrapers. Thousands of people were trapped above the impact zones, unable to escape as smoke and flames engulfed the buildings. Explosion symbol collapse of the Twin Towers. As the situation worsened, emergency workers rushed into the buildings to rescue civilians. Firefighters, police officers, and volunteers entered knowing the danger was extreme. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapsed completely, followed by the North Tower at 10:28 a.m. The collapse created massive clouds of dust and debris that spread across lower Manhattan, turning New York City into a scene of chaos and devastation. Thousands of people died instantly or were trapped inside, and many rescue workers lost their lives while trying to save others. Classical building #Pentagon attack. While New York was under attack, another hijacked plane, American Airlines Flight 77, was flown into the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m. The Pentagon is the headquarters of the United States Department of Defense, making it one of the most secure and symbolic military buildings in the world. The impact caused a massive fire and structural damage, killing military personnel, civilians, and airline passengers instantly. Sunrise over mountains Flight 93 passenger resistance. The fourth plane, United Airlines Flight 93, took off with the same deadly purpose. However, something different happened on this flight. Passengers on board learned through phone calls that other planes had already been used in attacks. Realizing their fate, they decided to resist the hijackers. They fought back inside the cabin, attempting to regain control of the aircraft. At 10:03 a.m., the plane crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, far from its intended target, believed to be either the White House or the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. The bravery of the passengers prevented another large-scale disaster. Candle #human loss and scale of destruction. Dove #final reflection. Beyond politics and war, the September 11 attacks remain a human tragedy marked by loss, bravery, and irreversible change. The memory of that day continues to be honored through memorials, stories of survival, and global remembrance. It stands not only as a moment of destruction, but also as a reminder of how quickly the world can change, and how deeply such events shape the future of humanity.